Hi, I am so stupid. I've challenged the master of baseball knowledge, the sultan of statistics, the baron of anything that starts with a B, baseball. I've challenged him to a trivia question. This is my nephew Oliver. And so we've each chosen 10 questions, and we're going to ask each other 10 questions from easy to hard. And his team is the Dodgers, mine is the Cardinals. So I will ask him 10 questions about the Cardinals. He will ask me 10 questions about the Dodgers. Why did I do this, you ask? Why does Rice play Texas? We do these things not because they are easy, but because they are hard. Are you ready? Audience, are we ready? Ready. Oliver, I'll allow you to go first.
Okay, all right, let's start this off. First question. What city did the Dodgers franchise play in before Los Angeles? A, San Francisco. B, New York City. C, they were always in Los Angeles. Or D, Boston.
Wait a minute, you didn't give the right answer. Can you give me the answer?
Think about it.
Give me the...
A, San Francisco. B, New York City. C, they were always in Los Angeles. Or D, Boston.
So I thought that was going to be like super easy, but you kind of had a little twist there. They were in New York City.
Yes. That is correct.
I was waiting for Brooklyn.
Yeah, specifically Brooklyn, but that is not a city.
But New York City, I didn't catch
borough.
that. Oh, okay. One for me. So is anybody, are we keeping score here? All right.
All right, let's go.
Question, and this is question number one, and I thought this would be an easy one for you because this one also concerns the Dodgers, and it's fairly recent. So Mark McGwire began 1998, which was his record-breaking season, by hitting a grand slam on opening day against the Dodgers. Who was the pitcher? Chan-Ho Park, Hideo Nomo, Ramon Martinez, or Jeff Shaw?
I'm too young for that. I was born in 05. And
yeah, but you know about back in 1927 and stuff like that.
I mean, I know Ramon Martinez is pretty good, and I know he played around that time. But honestly, I don't know. I'm going to go with Ramon Martinez.
Ding, 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 ding. You're correct. Good job.
Question 2. Honestly, this might be easier than question 1. Any baseball fan, any person should know this. In what year did Jackie Robinson break the color barrier? A, 1944, B, 1945, C, 1946, or D, 1947?
You're tricking me. You didn't give me the answer I'm waiting for. Give me the 4 again.
1944, 1945, 1946, or 1947?
I thought it was 42. I guess 44 is what I'll say.
That is unfortunately incorrect. 42 was his jersey number.
But I thought it was 1940.
No, it was 1947. April 15th, 1947 was Jackie Robinson's first MLB
dumb.
game.
Did everybody else know that except me? Okay, now this one I think will be actually easier than that one, than the first one I asked. Okay, heard of the rally squirrel?
Sure.
Oh, good. So the famous rally squirrel ran across home plate in the 2011 postseason, and it was a very inspirational thing for the Cardinals because it just kept. Okay,
I
so
remember a lot about the 2011.
okay, so the famous rally squirrel ran across home plate in the 2011 postseason against which team were they playing? The Milwaukee Brewers, the New York Mets, Philadelphia Phillies, or Texas Rangers?
Okay, we only said postseason, so I don't know which round this is. Oh boy. Well, I know they played the Rangers in the World Series. But they could have played the Brewers, Mets, or Phillies on the way there. but I know they had some heroic moments in the World Series, so I'm going to say the Texas Rangers.
It was the Phillies, unfortunately. That's what started off the whole thing. It's a very interesting story because he just kept coming back all the time, terrorizing the Phillies. Then he showed up against the Brewers also. All right.
So reach
1-1.
Reach one of two so far. Question 3. What Hall of Fame catcher was drafted by the Dodgers in the 62nd round of the MLB draft? A. Mike Piazza, B. Roy Campanella, C. Gary Carter, or D. Gabby Hartnett?
The initial thing was Roy Campanella. Did they have that many rounds back then? Did they even draft like that? I'm going to say Piazza.
That is correct.
Whoa!
Fun fact, he was actually drafted
That's surprising because he was good.
by a favor from his dad. His dad was very rich, and he called the Dodgers organization. It was like, hey, can you waste a pick on my son? And they did it.
Wow.
He turned out to be a Hall of
Love it.
Famer.
And that's why we love baseball, stories like that. Okay. Bob Gibson.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Still on the easy question.
Favorite pitcher ever?
Yeah, I agree. Bob Gibson led the majors in strikeouts in what year? 1965, 1968, 1969, or 1970?
To be honest, I thought he did it in 68 and 70. But I'm going to go with... Oh, boy. I mean, 1968 was his record-breaking, or not record-breaking, but impossible season, 1.12 ERA. I'm going to go with 68.
Ding, 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 you are correct. He also led the league in strikeouts with 265, but it was not his best strikeout year. He had more strikeouts in 65, 69, and 70. He just didn't lead the majors. Sandy Koufax led in 65, McDowell in 69 and 70. So we're
right.
2-2. We have a slugfest going on.
All right. Question 4. In what year did the Dodgers franchise win their first World Series? A. 1916, B. 1920, C. 1947, or D. 1955?
55. That one I did
Final
have
answer?
to know. No!
Correct. Correct?
Oh, I thought you...
Very correct.
That was burned in my memory because that was 2 years before I was born. Okay.
How did your mother do that?
Okay, number 4. The name of the team before they changed their name to the Cardinals was the Browns, the Brown Stockings, the Perfectos, or the Red Stockings.
Okay, well, I know it wasn't the Browns because that was an actual team, but they were in the American League. The Red Stockings turned into the Reds. And I know the Cardinals' first name was the Brown Stockings. I'm going to say it was the Brown Stockings.
Okay, unfortunately,
Was it the Perfectos?
it was the Perfectos, but it was the Brown Stockings initially, but for 1 year,
For 1 year?
they were the Perfectos in 1899. And then in 1900, they became the Cardinals. Perfectos.
Perfectos. Question 5. Who was the last player to wear Jackie Robinson's number 42? A. Jackie Robinson himself. B. Jose Lima. C. Mo Vaughn. Or D. Mariano Rivera?
I'm going to say Jackie himself, just to be safe.
Unfortunately, that is incorrect.
correct.
It was Mariano Rivera.
Wow, that
The rule was implemented in 1997, but there was a grandfather clause. Anyone who had worn it before the rule could keep wearing it. Rivera started his career in 1995 and kept playing until 2013.
Wow. Even if I lose, I'm going to learn a lot. All right.
Rivera was the only and is the only player to be inducted into the Hall of Fame unanimously.
Wow.
Even Ken Griffey
Oh, that's right.
received 3 negative votes.
Okay. Number 5. In 1946, Enos Slaughter was famous for his mad dash that won the World Series against
Oh no.
Boston,
Oh no.
New York Yankees, Detroit, or Washington.
Okay, I know Detroit made the World Series. They won in 1945. So they were good around that time, but the Yankees were always good. I hate the Yankees. I hate them. I hate them.
Unfortunately, it was the Boston Red Sox. But it was a
I did not answer. I was just...
Wait, I wasn't finished. Unfortunately, it was the Boston Red Sox, maybe, or it could not have been the Yankees, too. I thought I heard you answer.
Ollie gets that point.
Oh, you get that one.
All right.
So,
Sure.
Finish the reasoning. I'd like to hear you finish your reasoning.
Yeah, where were you going?
Well, I know the Yankees made a bunch in a row. The Yankees made a bunch in a row from 46, 47, and then they won everything from 49 to 53. They won 5 in a row. All right, question 6. This, I think you're probably going to know this. In what year did Kirk Gibson hit his famous home run with the injured legs? Is it A, 1981, B, 1984, C, 1988, or D, 1990?
I'm going to say 88, but it could be any of those.
It was 1988
Yeah!
in game 1 of the World Series. Kirk Gibson was pinch hit for it despite having 2 mangled legs.
That was
still hit a
wonderful.
home
That was
run.
so-
What?
He was what?
He was pinch hit. He was called to pinch hit
Pinch hit.
in game 1 of the World
He
Series, and
could
he
barely
walked it off.
get up. He could barely walk.
Why would he have been called? He was
He
a
was,
great
he
hitter.
was the best.
He needed
He was the best.
somebody. All right. Am I like way behind?
4-3.
Ozzie Smith won how many consecutive Gold Gloves? 11, 12, 13,
11.
or
You don't even need to
14?
finish it. It was 11.
It was
82.
13.
He won 82 to 92.
According to my sources, and someone can
man.
check it because according to my sources, he won 13 in a row.
He's second.
13. All right. How many years? What years was it?
It was to 94.
Oh, all right. 13 straight. That's my bad. These are harder than I thought they would be. Question 7. How old was Sandy Koufax when he was forced to retire? A, 29, B, 28, C, 30, or D, 31?
He was the best pitcher in my book, and he retired. He got arthritis at the young age of whatever, but retired at 30 years old.
He did retire at 30 years old.
30, all right, Sandy.
He's all big, isn't he?
All right. When did the St. Louis Cardinals win their very first World Series
1926.
title? You got it. 1926, 2014. Very good. That was like a home run.
What's the score? I'm gonna need some big ones. I need.
5-4.
And he asked last, so I need to make some moves. Question 8. In what year did the Dodgers win their first World Series in Los Angeles?
Ooh.
A, 1957, B, 1955, C, 1959, or D, 1963?
Wow, I thought it was going to be 58. What were we give the four again?
55, 57, 59, or 63?
$59.
It was 59.
Wow!
This man
I
knows
had
more than I do.
58 in my mind.
This man knows more than I do.
He was a better guesser.
I'm totally got lucky on at least a couple. Okay. Fred Bird made his
Don't
very
know who that
first
is.
appearance. The most awesome mascot in baseball history made his very first. I'm totally kidding on that. He made his very first appearance in 1978, 79, 80, or 81.
This is like a question 12 question. Who knows this?
Fred Bird? Fred Bird?
Fred Bird. I'm gonna say
He's the mascot.
1979.
Bingo.
But,
Pulled that
and I want to make this very clear, the best mascot of all time is Youppi, the Montreal Expos old mascot, because he once was so loud and so obnoxious, he got my very own Dodgers manager, Tommy Lasorda got him ejected from the game. He got Youppi ejected from the game.
How many mascots get ejected?
Not many.
Youppi probably deserved it.
Honestly, I don't know.
What is a Youppi?
Yeah, I mean.
Youppi is French for yippee. He's a walking celebration.
Yippee. Youppi. No, Youppi.
Youppi. All right, question 9. Who holds the Dodger record for home runs in a season? A. Jock Peterson. B. Mike Piazza. C. Duke Snyder.
The Duke.
Or D. Sean Green.
I'll say Duke Snyder. Oh, in a season. You say a season?
I said a season.
Then I would say Sean Green.
How does he do it? I thought he was going to be wrong with Duke, but it was Sean Green.
It was Youppi?
With 49.
Duke was the most of all time.
Yeah, but Sean
44?
Green had 49
49.
in
Wow.
2001.
And I think he had beat, I think Sheffield had the record the year before that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
I think he just clinched the win. Oh wait, no. What's the score right now? 7-5. Okay, so I need to get this and this.
You need to get these
and,
two, yeah.
And
then-
he needs to
and
get my
shut me
last
out.
one wrong.
Okay. Lou Brock led the majors in stolen bases. How many times? 6, 7, 8, or 9?
Oh boy. I know he had 938 for the career,
Wow.
but oh man. To be honest, I have no idea. But I'm going to say 9.
Oh, it was 8.
All right, let's just finish it off. Last question. What is the capacity of Dodger Stadium? A, 56,000. B, 55,000. C, 60,000. Or D, 62,000.
I'm going to say it's pretty expensive. I'm going to say the second one, the 50, what was that?
56, 55, 60, or 62.
I'll say 60.
It was 56,000.
Final question from me. This is a fun one. So, the first player ever in the major leagues to hit a Grand Slam home run outside of the United States was a Cardinal. Was it Julian Javier, Dal Maxfield, Tim McCarver, or Joe Torre? First major leaguer to hit a
was the
Grand
first one?
Slam. First Grand Slam outside of the United States. They did hit it in Montreal.
What was the first one?
Julian Javier.
I believe it was him.
You're very close. It was someone like him. It was actually Dal Maxfield, who only had 6 in his whole career, 6 home runs, period. He was a very weak hitter. He hits a Grand Slam.
Well, that does it.
Now, we didn't tell you, for all of you out there in America and international networks watching this,
Possibly aliens.
and possibly aliens, that the loser has to wear a jersey of their what do you call it? The main hate, the most hated team. I would have had to wear the Texas Longhorns jersey, but Oliver now has to wear the North Carolina Tar Heels for a year.
No. Thanksgiving weekend.
For this coming Thanksgiving weekend when we get together again. So here we are at our family reunion at the Bison Ranch.
Can I just clarify one term?
Yes, you may clarify.
After I get home on Saturday, I will be burning the shirt. Can't believe it.
So thank you for watching this episode of
Baseball challenge.
Baseball challenge.
Baseball trivia challenge.
I don't know if I'm going to accept the challenge next year. If I do, I'm going to make it a lot harder.
You did happen to throw some that I just happened, the few things that I knew, you were really kind to me. I will say that. I was really scared, so I thought, do I just go really super crazy and find some obscure thing? I thought, no, I'm not going to quite do that, but I was trying to make them hard. Competitive.
Yeah. Ollie, how do you feel? Because we really had a lot of pressure on you here. So.
I mean, I'm not sure. I feel bewildered. I'm not entirely sure what just happened.
I'll tell you what happened. You gave me soft. You stayed in my what would you call it?
Wheelhouse?
My wheelhouse. You stayed in the older years of things that I might happen to know.
Well, I barely watch now, I don't watch
If you become a
baseball
little more
now.
modern, I totally would get lost.
Ollie, what happened to I'm gonna kill him in the last 4? You were gonna take him down.
I thought I would. I thought Sean Green was a little too recent.
How'd you know Sean Green?
I just happened to know, and I liked Sean Green. I was actually living in LA and going to Dodgers games back in the late 90s and
Who would have known?
early 2000. And so Dodgers were actually kind of my team back then too. So I knew some Dodger facts.
Well, you should have told me that.
Yeah, I forgot.
Are you admitting to cheating right now? Are you admitting?
If you call that cheating.
I don't think so. I'll still wear the shirt. The thing is, I'm going to have trouble getting someone in my family to buy it because we are all dedicated Duke fans.
Oh yeah, somebody's gonna have to buy it and wear that coat.
Don't worry. I'll steal cash from my brother.
Another thing is that I let you guys put all this pressure on him, and everybody was like, "Oh yeah, Rick, you're stupid going down." I'm like, "I'm no guy. No, I shouldn't do this. I don't know anything."
He played it down. He played it down.
Ollie taught me that. Not Ollie, but Ali.
Muhammad Ali?
Muhammad Ali.
It's called the rope-a-dope.
Where you fake you're getting hit hard and you really aren't. You did that? Or are you just saying that because you
No,
won?
honestly, I totally got lucky. He happened to ask. There's a few things, honestly, that I might have known, and he was kind to me.
Ollie, thank you for playing.
Sure,
Thank you, my good man. Next time.